Somehow, Brown returned. Hello, everybody. Hi. It's a Sunday. It is a 28th of the month, July, in the year of our Lord, 2024. I am Brune. All that malarkey. Should we just get the guests out? Let's do it. Okay. First up, all hail Emperor Goodwin.
It is wonderful to be back with my people. How are you doing, Brown?
Yeah, not bad. Big bike ride today.
Oh, yeah?
Legs are a bit jellified, but
Yeah.
it was slog. But yeah,
I'm not doing much of that around here. It's about 95, which I think is like 35, 36 C for you guys.
Unbelievable. How are you doing? Yeah, good. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's bring on some more guests.
I think that would be a very good idea. Okay. The channel's very own. It's Astromech Droid, isn't it? Professor R2.
Hello there.
How you
What'd you call
doing?
me?
What? Oh no! Hey, by
Alex.
the way, my lord, emperor. I've got a great city just waiting for some hot hail. After some terrible opening ceremonies.
He hit it.
Yeah.
Did you not see? The lights went out. Everything's on fire.
Oh, good.
I'll give you a
I'm
clue.
glad you're already ahead.
Cheese, surrender, and kind of a primate type animal. Yeah.
Wisconsin?
Okay. Oh, nearly.
Nearby. Okay.
Prof, you good, mate?
I'm good. Let's bring out some more guests.
Hey, it's your little buddy. Reach around droid of choice, all that malarkey, sex droid, British worker, all that stuff. Z3PO.
Well, hello, Mr. Brown, and all of my friends.
How are you? How are
I'm
you?
very good, thank you.
Good. How's Uncle Owen? Wouldn't ask for a while.
Moist.
And
Was he all painted up in blue with his nuts hanging out in Paris?
No, maybe he went on a bike ride.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay. So you're good, Z, yes?
I am indeed. Looking forward to discussing today's stuff.
Just a quiet show tonight. Literally thrown it together the last couple of hours. It's great to have you on, mate.
It's always a pleasure to be here. We got another retrobate.
I'm going to give everybody a clue. It goes, oh, and it's shit.
I can't even imagine who it could be.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to do something very special. Right, everybody. I don't do this. I don't do this for everybody. Right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
I thought he was going to sing Daisy.
Happy day. Happy birthday. It's shit. See what I did there? Happy birthday to you. You old bastard.
Mate. Yeah, mate. Well, I've made it round the sun one more time, so there you go.
What are you eating? Birthday cake? Where's ours?
I am eating popcorn. I love popcorn.
Sour, because you are sour.
No,
salty.
Popcorn, salt and sweet. That's good.
Oh, like a sweet and sour combo.
That's right.
Who doesn't?
That's right. Oh, cheers.
There you go. Tough questions coming in. How old are you? 232, folks.
I am.
Oldest surviving human.
I'm not ashamed to tell people how old I am. I am 59 years old. So there you go.
Oh, you know what that means, don't you?
Yeah, next year.
It means Daisy. Oh.
It's good to be another year old. That means you get another year added to your life. That's cool, I guess.
Alex. Anyway.
With age comes wisdom, and with wisdom comes the ability to tell us more about God's creation and how it is shit. Right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely. And patience. With age comes patience as well.
Shall we
prefer it
say
to be the
good
other
evening,
way.
chat, while we're all talking over each other? Good evening, chat. Hi.
Evening.
Hi. Okay. Shall we just get on with it then?
Why not?
Okay, let's get some no spoilers, Ian, for Deadpool, please, if we can
Okay.
avoid it. Okay. Episode 220, Musings, today's dates. Somehow, Downey returned. Please like, share, subscribe. Please donate the channel. There is a chair fund, folks. Pretty please.
Oh, give this man some money for that chair, please. Oh no.
Is
Okay.
Smilex there by any chance?
No, I asked
There
him
you
if he wants to come on. Couldn't make it. He's up at 4 a.m. Okay,
There we
so who on the panel has seen Deadpool and Wolverine, everybody?
Me.
I saw it Friday.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Professor, do you want to go first?
No, that's fine.
Then
Yeah.
we're doing no spoilers, folks.
No spoilers. No
If any
spoilers.
of the guests spoil, I'll kick them in the head later. Don't worry. Okay, so Deadpool and Wolverine.
Well, I love the part when Robert Downey Jr. Oh, damn it! Spoilers.
Oh
Shit!
no! Oh my!
Oh.
Good night, everybody, take care.
No.
See you next
No.
week, everybody. Take care.
No, I'll be honest. I did. I was looking forward to this movie. I was ready to go see it. Got the opportunity to go on Friday, and went with my wife. We had a great time. I enjoyed it. It is, and I was not expecting it to be a particularly
Oh, was he gone?
lots of great dramatic moments and whatnot. I mean, it's a Deadpool
you
movie.
dropped out
right?
then, buddy.
What was I expecting? I was expecting lots of cameos,
I was not listening.
jokes, and crazy stuff. Right? That's what I was expecting, and that's what I got. No, it is not by any means a fantastic piece of art, but I had a good time. I enjoyed it, and it was basically what I expected it to be. So I would recommend it if you're going into it just with the expectations that this is going to be a crazy, movie full of explosions and gunplay and action and stuff. And it's not going to be very deep, but it can be fun. Just go and enjoy it. Yeah.
Ian, can you hear me? Is my mic working? Right, okay.
Yeah, your mic's working. I can hear you. Sorry. Oh, do you want me to say what I thought? Was it my turn?
Possibly. No spoilers. Possibly.
It is very enjoyable. It wasn't as funny as the last two. I didn't laugh out loud like I did with the last two. I sniggered a couple of times.
Really?
They had a go at the Marvel universe, which is
Oh, they did.
Yeah. So at the state of it today, which they acknowledge, which is good. Ryan Reynolds was on top form.
Oh, it was really good.
And the best thing about it is Hugh Jackman.
Huge.
Is,
He
was really good in it. I thought he's the one that actually made it work. But again, I would say if you're expecting the level of funny that was in the first two, you won't get it.
Really?
You won't. No, I didn't get it. I mean, I was in the
that's
cinema, and the cinema was
interesting.
packed, and not once did they laugh out loud. There were a few sniggers and stuff like that. Because, as I was saying in the green room, we're used to do Deadpool now. There's no surprises left with his humor. So that's the thing. And also, this is a 15, and I think the first one was an 18 over here. I think the
I
actual
think you might be right, actually.
the actual core stuff
In the
has
UK,
gone.
yes.
Yeah, it's gone down considerably in this one. The actual, rude jokes have literally gone down in this one. So those are the changes. But saying all that, I really did enjoy it, and I think it's worth your time if you're gonna pick a film to see. So there you go.
Okay. It's just us three, isn't it? Yes.
Yes, I haven't watched it yet. I
Yeah,
don't tend to go watch movies in the first week.
I mean, I've certainly talked to plenty of people who have, and I was like, go ahead and spoil it. There's nothing you're going to especially spoil for me because, the experience and how they execute it is more interesting. And I know there's not going to be any huge giant plot twists that are stunning, but I think there was something peculiar about all of the people that I talked to when they were talking about the movie is they focused very much on the cameos and how much they enjoyed that. And it seemed like it was something that the story itself doesn't get brought up much.
Some nice cameos, yeah.
Yeah. And that's always kind of a tell for me where it was like, okay, it may have been great to watch in a good visual spectacle, but when you're not telling me anything really about story and that's not coming up, then I think you're depending on some other things to be successful.
Well, the story's very simple anyway. It's not complicated. So, I think that's one of the best things about it, that the story's not complicated. You can follow it. Unlike the last one, where he was in jail and it was a bit twisty and turny a bit. But this one's very simple. As I said, I think you were aiming for a slightly younger audience than they did with the first two, with the humor. Also, remember, right? Don't leave the cinema until the credits have stopped rolling.
Oh yes, stay to the very end. Excellent end.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yes. Yeah, great. There's stuff during the credits, and then there's some stuff at the end after the credits as well.
Yeah. I'll be sure to stick about when I watch it.
Yeah.
Everybody stayed in my theatre to the end.
No, people were leaving in mine.
Yeah, just about everybody stuck around in ours. Unlike your experience, Mega Geek, our theater, it was a riot. Everyone was having a great time.
Oh, right, really?
Lots and lots of laughs, and lots of people stayed afterwards, expecting to see stuff during the credits. And so, but the nice thing was, it was a full theater. First time I've been in a full theater since COVID.
Same thing with me as well. The theater was full. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go. Vex Electronica Wrenched. Be honest, this movie sucked. Sucked harder than the balls Reynolds gaggled for that 200.
Yes.
You know what? I disagree with you, Vex. I think it was enjoyable enough. It wasn't as good as the last two, as I said. It could have been so much better, but it is what it is. What you expect is what you get. That's what else can I say?
Oh, Vex has been going really hard on this movie, and I respect her opinion. She's got the right to her opinion and what she feels about it. As like I said, as far as I'm concerned, I was not expecting much coming out of this movie. I wanted some fun, some ridiculous action scenes, and I got that right. Yeah, the story. There's not much to say about the story, as Mega Geek was saying. It's thin. Yeah, it's a thin story, and honestly, by the time you get to the third act, things get really muddled, and you're kind of not sure. Okay, wait, I thought this was the bad guy, but now this is the bad guy. No, wait, there's two bad guys. I don't know what's. It kind of gets a little messy and a little weird, and the final resolution to the final challenge they have, finishing off the final boss, is pretty ridiculous. But they have fun. They have fun with it, and I enjoyed it. Like I said, the theater clearly that I was with, everyone was enjoying it. So
two male leads. That's pretty rare of late.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, I was confused with the arms thing. One minute he didn't have any arms and you could see his muscles. Next minute he had his thing, covering his arms. Then next minute he didn't have any arms, and I just like, what?
Bad editing, probably.
I was confused over that bit. But there you go. I don't know if you guys noticed it when you were watching it.
I did. Yeah, the arms did seem to disappear. So what we're saying, enjoyable.
It's worth your time. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. I enjoyed it. If you're not going in expecting too terribly much, it's basically what you think. And I would kind of join what some others have said. I don't think I enjoyed it. Definitely did not enjoy it as much as the first Deadpool movie. Some of it feels like it's been retreaded just a little bit. They keep trying to do the same jokes over and over again. I think I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed the second one. But it's a Deadpool movie.
You think it was a good send off to the Fox universe and kind of everything that happened.
Probably about as good as you were going to get.
Right. Yeah.
To be honest,
given the new owners. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Given the new ownership.
Questions here then. Dr. Iceman. Sorry, chat moved up. Iceman, Dr. Wrenched. Is it worth €32 it'll cost with tickets and popcorn?
It depends. It depends what you want to see. I mean, I thought it was because I like Wolverine, so I wanted to see Wolverine in his comic book costume, and I wanted to see what happened. So I thought it was worth the money. I enjoyed myself, not as much as the first two I keep stating, but that this was well worth my time. It depends what your tastes are, you know.
I will say I think this is we've been hurt badly these last 4 or 5 years.
Oh yeah.
And this is I think this is very much probably the right film at the moment, just to make us, we're not going to forget all this shite we've had, but it was a glimpse of something to kind of semi look forward to. I was looking forward to this. I enjoyed my time in the theatre. I chuckled a couple of times. Yeah, it's not, eyebrow stuff.
It's not War and Peace.
Yeah.
Nope.
I enjoyed it, and some reviewers have been saying where does what's his name, Jackman and Reynolds, is it them just in their normal, not as an actor, just being themselves, or are they in character? Sometimes it just felt like, are they in character or not? I don't know.
Hugh Jackman,
it was quite endearing that way.
It was a good performance by Hugh Jackman. He stayed in character all the way through. So I thought they weren't really playing themselves, were they? He was definitely in character, definitely.
Well, with Jackman, he's been playing the character for 20 years.
Yeah.
So they're kind of entwined quite a bit. And then, let's just admit, Ryan Reynolds just always plays Ryan Reynolds. So.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, what do we say to Iceman? Yes or no? I think yes.
Yeah, I think it's worth it. If you've seen the first two, you know what to expect in this one.
Yeah,
your call at the end of the day.
Yeah, it'll get you out of the house for 3 hours, mate. You go, Vex. Go in expecting more product to consume. Abandon your standards. Yeah,
but in spite of how well this movie is actually doing, I'm still not enthused for anything else in the Marvel universe.
Same here. Same here.
This is a blip.
People are saying, "Oh, we're
folks.
so back, we're saved."
Well,
no. One movie does not save a universe.
This is a blip.
Not when the next 3 are probably going to be steaming piles. So
I'm a bit enthused about that.
Yeah,
the let them learn all the wrong lessons and head down that primrose path, trying to cargo cult a good movie and see how hilariously bad it is.
Ian, did you hear about Cineworld? They've closed down 9 cinemas in London.
I know they've been in trouble.
I know it's getting worse for them. So there you go.
I feel sorry for the cinemas.
So do I.
Yeah, they are hurting.
We've got a couple of super chats. Gavin Blackburn wrenched £2, real money, folks. Happy birthday, Ian, because we wish it.
Thank you, Gavin.
Because I wish it.
And I get the money as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Z, available, mates?
I most certainly am. Larry wrenched for $20. Made you look.
Cheers, Larry.
The Larry cameo I didn't expect. He really got me with that one.
Yeah, wow.
It was
Good old Larry.
Yeah.
I will say, Larry, you've got an open invite, my friend. Okay, shall we move on? Or do something? Should we do something?
Sidestep?
Yeah,
possibly. Okay.
Oh my God.
Franco, Brown Alliance, mate. Why was last Wednesday's stream deleted?
The power of ruin.
Yes.
What happened?
Well,
Ruin
I mean,
fucked it, everybody.
I know I came in a bit late. I was a little excited. I was sorry about my nudity, and I wish to apologize to everyone about that. But you know,
It was very much a stream that, if you was there, it was a special stream, never to be seen again.
What did somebody do something wrong? That's why it got pulled. What did somebody do?
look, I don't believe that my nudity is wrong, but I do believe that YouTube has some standards that that we have to work around.
It was, Anyway, okay.
What did somebody say something bad?
When do we not?
Okay.
Anyway, okay. Let's sidestep. Okay. Deadpool Wolverine has earned 205 million domestically, that's US, and 438 million internationally. So that's 438, isn't it, altogether?
Yeah, 400. That's worldwide. Yep. So that's a huge
Wow,
weekend.
that's
That's
not
an
bad.
amazing first weekend for a film. I think they are at numbers. I'd have to look at the numbers again. Number 13, no, 12 or something for biggest opening weekend. Number 8. They're 8 now for the biggest opening weekend domestic. Don't know about worldwide, but they're now the number 1 biggest domestic July opening. This is huge. I mean, reportedly this film has a $200 million budget. So on the first weekend, they've essentially made all their money back, and everything
It's not bad, is
going forward is going to be gravy. So
Here's hoping Disney learns from this.
Yeah.
They won't, but
They
they
won't.
won't.
Well, they will. It'll just be the wrong lessons.
yeah.
I'm very interested to see what the hold is on this.
Yeah.
That was
Well-
always kind of my question for this. I knew it was going to have a big
Is-
opening.
Yeah.
This is the holdover from Fox, isn't it? And Disney are going to claim it's theirs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Well, it is theirs. So there you
Mhm.
go.
You know, 20th Century Fox always reminds me of Star Wars. When Star Wars starts, it's that 20th Century Fox, and then it's Lucasfilm, and then it's the Crawl.
Well, Star Wars and Alien and
Yeah,
so
exactly.
many.
Yeah.
Few of the peeps say 1.2 bill. What do we think?
I don't know if it's going to get there. I don't think
Really?
this has a lot of rewatchability. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of people going back to the theaters to see it a second time. So I'm guessing they're probably going to double this. They're going to probably make it to about 800, 850 at most. by
I
the
feel
time
we
it's out
should
of
have
theaters.
invited Vex on, but I thought she was busy.
Right.
But anyway, okay. Should we do a couple soups?
Sure.
Melvin Deeply Wrenched, 2 pound. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is shit. Is it?
You know, this is. I'm not sure Melvin's ever really expressed these feelings before. I'm very intrigued by this.
Yeah.
Romeo Tango November Zulu Wrenched, $5 New Zealand dollars. Don't care how crap it is. Well, it's not crap. Going to see it. Rura supports Wales, so I support him. I'll start again. He even put a Welsh pool in the film. Cymru am Baith. Okay, I murdered that. Thank you, my friend. Go see it. You'll enjoy it. Okay, so shall we sidestep?
Sure.
Another sidestep.
What if we said no?
He's going to do it
Okay,
anyway.
let's go backwards then. Okay, so okay, I've got some figures. I can't read. I'm going blind. So somebody help me out, please.
Rotten Tomatoes scores for the Deadpool and Wolverine movies. X-Men Origins Wolverine, 38%. The Wolverine, 71%. Deadpool, 85%. Deadpool 2, 84%. Logan, 91%. Deadpool and Wolverine, 81%.
Discuss.
That's not bad, is it?
Yeah. If anything, X-Men Origins Wolverine is far too high. That movie was absolute garbage.
I've never seen it. I've never
Oh,
seen
don't
it.
do not even bother.
Continue to maintain that. Yeah,
Yes.
Is it really that bad?
Oh,
It's-
yeah. It is. It is rough.
Yeah. It is it is total nonsense. You see the screenshot there with the Ryan Reynolds all covered in marker and whatnot there at the top left. That's the first appearance of Deadpool in the Marvel universe in
And
film.
he can't speak because he has no mouth and he must scream.
It is astonishingly bad. It is so bad.
Origins
They had a naked
had
Jackman. Yeah, Vex had naked Jackman,
Jackman. So thought that's a win. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, the rest are, I would say, pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that for as much as Rotten Tomatoes is generally full of it, I think those scores are pretty legit. I think Logan by far is the best of those movies.
Oh yeah.
I would say the Deadpool. I would say the closest of Deadpool and Deadpool 2 are a bit sus, but okay.
Yeah.
And I think that there's a lot of people that would argue whether Deadpool and Wolverine is equal to or better than Deadpool 2. But I think from most of the people I've heard, it's lower than the original Deadpool.
Mr. Brown Alliance, me from Melvin Wrenched. Origins is a good movie with a very shitty third act. Worth a watch, though. Okay.
Well, at your own peril. Enjoy that.
So each one gets worse, almost as if they are sequels. From Edge of Time. Hello, my friend. Okay.
I did like Logan, but I don't think it deserves a 91% personally.
It was not bad.
Yeah. A lot of people go on about how great it is. I think it was okay. I did enjoy it, but I wouldn't go as far as to say it was great, personally.
You go, Phil Fedora. Critics' scores. Do we trust them? With Rotten Tomatoes?
No, but
we used to back in the ether.
Exactly.
Well, even then, they were more suggestions because Siskel and Ebert used to get stuff wrong on the regular.
It was Siskel and Ebert on your end. It was Barry Norman on our end.
You go, absolutely ruddy. Logan was fucking boring.
I thought it was okay. I liked it, but I just thought that a lot of praise had been, put on it, and I didn't think it deserved that amount of praise personally. But that's just me.
I think that you always kind of have to look at what the kind of universe of the genre is at the time, but also what you're looking for out of the movie. And so, if what you want are big spectacle fights with all kinds of crazy action or whatever, then Logan is absolutely going to be boring and not worth it for you. If instead you're looking at it saying this is a character study of someone who has stepped away from all of that, but somehow, even though has suffered because of the choices he makes, that he still manages to choose an end for himself that is heroic in its own way, then you'll appreciate it. And if you look at what was going on at the time, it was a lot of, again, big spectacle action movies. However, Logan was a very different tone and character study, and I think you either liked it or you didn't.
Yeah, and I thought that it gave him a lot more opportunity to stretch the emotional depth of Wolverine and of the character of Logan than a lot of the other films had.
Every other movie is just, I'll be angry. Okay, I can do that. Yeah, that's a pretty easy one to.
And so it really gave him an opportunity to do a lot more with that character. And when this movie came out, this was kind of the swan song for the Marvel X-Men, for the Fox X-Men. Yeah, for the Fox X-Men. So,
Z, any thoughts before we move on?
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts before we?
No, none at all. I'm reserving my judgment until I've seen it.
Okay, mate.
But I did a recent rewatch of all the X-Men films, and some of them are really lacking.
Yeah, some of them definitely are. Yeah,
it's a hit and miss franchise, like Star Trek films.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one was kind of middling. It was enjoyable on a lot of levels. Then the second one was fantastic. It was really, really well done. And then the third one just went right off a cliff.
Okay. I think it's a side step or something. Okay. Hugh Jackman's very pleased. Wolverine and Deadpool is the #1 movie in the world. Thank you all. And then just posting a picky and me.
Of course he's happy. He's made a crap load of money.
Well, and
Who wouldn't
again, I mean,
be?
the fact that you're, that stars, involved in a movie are willing to, to say thank you to the fans and all that, that is remarkable, says a lot about the current movie industry.
Yep.
Hugh Jackman. No, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we? I think it's another sidestep. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman have been awarded a Guinness World Record. The award was for Deadpool and Wolverine, breaking the record for the most viewed trailer in 24 hours.
Well, they did put a lot of stuff out before then, didn't they? So he did push it, didn't they? Completely. So I'm not surprised.
Also, Guinness World Records are about as reliable as stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame as far as did you pay for it? Okay, well, then you can have it.
How dare you?
How dare you? I wonder how much they've paid for publicity on this.
Must have paid a crap load.
I'm sure it was a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think again they've been, if nothing else, Reynolds is clever about understanding the power of social media and using it for marketing, which stands in marked contrast to the actual paid marketers of Disney and other things, where they're too busy talking about their toxic fandoms and then wondering why their movies bomb.
Here you go, AP. Wow, who cares? Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which is exactly why we're talking about it.
Phil Fedora, 200 mil, I'd say. Okay. So
Again, I would
200
say Hugh Jackman was on point on this film. He really was. Definitely Wolverine. Good performance, I thought. So, maybe it's worth going just to see him. He's really good.
Oh, yeah, Jackman, really good. Okay, I'm going to press a button.
Boom.
Okay, so
what's the Secret Wars all about? I understand Doomsday.
Well, nobody knows because it's a secret.
Well,
Okay.
if you
San
go back to
Diego
the comics,
Comic
go ahead.
Con was going on yesterday, folks. Oh, okay. Good night, everybody. Take care. I
wasn't sure what you were reading. I wasn't sure if you were going all the way. So
Okay.
to answer your question about the Secret Wars, if you go back to the comics, the original Secret Wars, what it was, I'm not going to go into all the details, but essentially heroes get pulled in and villains get pulled in from all over the world and sort of pitted against each other in sort of a galactic conflict, like outside of space and time.
Right.
And so they used the original Secret Wars was kind of an opportunity to mix and match a bunch of different superheroes and villains together. And it's been used again. There's been other versions of the Secret Wars that have happened over time in different decades where they can kind of mix different universes together and they can keep some characters and throw some other characters away.
Right.
So this is Avengers Bloodsport.
It's a way for them to kind of reset the universe is what's going to happen.
It's also where Spider-Man got his black suit from.
It is, yes. The original Secret Wars is where Spider-Man got the suit that eventually became Venom.
I know there's no mention of the Kang dynasty.
But they've pivoted on that rather quickly.
Yes, that's been replaced with Doomsday. Yeah.
Let's just say that dynasty is in receivership right now.
Isn't the new Avengers going to be more females?
Oh boy, who they're going to have on their list of new Avengers is fascinating.
You go, Vex. They cast RDJ so they can bring back Iron Man in Secret Wars. # Movie Cynic was right.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, the thing is, right? It was all. They realized. They know that their films are failing. That's why they brought back Robbie Downey Jr. There's no two ways about it. They didn't need to bring him back if they were confident in what they were doing, and they wanted to sell their wares, and they were confident that people were going to come and see their films. Exactly. They would never have brought him back. So this is just them subtly admitting that their films are rubbish.
Gary Nerdrotic does say Marvel know they've fucked up.
Yeah, the problem is they don't know how to fix it.
Yeah.
Because again, they're incompetent. What they will do is they'll bring back. Well, when we had RDJ, we were successful. So somehow that will solve it. No, again, you have to write good movies. That's really been your problem the entire time, and you aren't fixing that anytime soon. And so just bringing back the same actors, even if they're in different roles, thinking that is the magic beans that will suddenly solve everything. I mean, I'm in for it. Please do. So that you lose yet another excuse and you just, flounder around in an even more confused state.
I would go even further and say, look, the reason why these films have failed is because you turned up boys' own adventure stuff genre into a girls' one. So they need to revert it back to a boys' one, because a lot more males watch this stuff than females.
Yeah, well, I think again, it's a misunderstanding of the market of why these properties were successful. Then, in addition to, we're going to pivot to a different market that is not especially interested. No, by the way, you had far more females showing up for these male-led movies than you have for the female-led movies. But also, you can't write. You've gotten rid of the competent people, and all you have left are Feige and his drones. And so it doesn't matter if you had the best casting in the world for a character, they will screw it up because they can't write.
Unless they replace them with seasoned writers.
They got rid of all the male and pale writers. Yes.
What do you guys think of Robbie Downey Jr. coming back as Doctor Doom?
Minute.
Well, we might as well jump to the next slide. I'm talking about it.
I'll just say the caption on screen is Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars will both be produced by AGBO, the Russo brothers.
A mistake. That's a mistake.
Yeah, there were rumors last week Russos were coming back. They are, folks.
That's a mistake.
Yep, we got burnt last time when everyone announced, "Oh, Russell T Davies is coming back. Oh, Doctor Who's saved."
You can never go back home, guys.
You can't
not only that,
but home again.
Everybody is kind of airbrushing Endgame, which was Russo brothers, and that was a rather dissatisfying movie if you compare it to Infinity War and what they could have done. And instead they basically go, no, we're going to undo a lot of this. What are you talking about?
But it made so much money.
That's right.
Yeah,
because again, it's writing. Oh, so did Captain Marvel. How's that been working out?
No, but the difference is that that's what they're hanging on. The Russo brothers made these two films, and look how much money it's made. But let me tell you something, right? They are gonna woke it up with Doomsday and Secret Wars. I can see it coming a mile away. I can see it coming. If basic fact, one of them is gay. I don't know if both of them are gay, but one of them is definitely gay. So work it out. Guys.
I don't think it matters. Again, this is we'll get RDJ. We'll get the Russo brothers. That will somehow fix it. No, it will not. Because again, you can produce all you want. Disney owns the product. They will be involved. You will get studio notes. And by the way, the writers are what matters.
Yeah. Well, that's why they got the Russo brothers, because obviously they're part of the clan, aren't they? And they are. One of them is gay.
Polishing turds.
Just saying. That's what I'm saying. That's one of the reasons why they're coming. Why haven't they brought back Kenneth Branagh, who did a beautiful job on the first Thor movie?
He should have done a Thor trilogy.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's so obvious. This is what they did with Doctor Who. So Russell T came back, instead of hiring a straight white man, he hired a gay black guy. So do you know what I mean? It's their MO. You can see it coming a mile away. They're not going to change this.
Got super chat, folks. Romeo Tango November Zulu wrenched $5 New Zealand dollars. Deadpool and Wolverine's success means that white boys saving the universe sells. That's what I said. Who knew? Well, everyone did before 2016, even Disney. There you go, folks.
Well, and even then, but prior to that, I mean, the reason that you have a Marvel Cinematic Universe is because of a black superhero that they actually wrote well and cast well with Blade.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Shall we move on then? Yes. Okay. So this is what was announced yesterday. Marvel Studios Phase 6. So we got Fantastic Four, July 25th.
First
That's
steps.
bollocks. They are
yeah,
never
first-
going to release that movie
That's
on
next
that date.
year, everybody.
First steps.
It's not
is
happening.
No.
No, they haven't started shooting it.
They haven't shot it yet.
Starts Tuesday, apparently. Filming Tuesday.
What, Fantastic
This
Four?
is definitely a rush job if they're getting it done in 9 months.
Fantastic
Sorry,
Four?
11
Yeah.
months. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Blade,
And that's not happening.
November 7, 2025.
Yeah.
I
May
don't
not
believe
happen at
you.
all.
They should just get Wesley back.
Yep.
Get his-
Wesley, please.
You know, in the last Blade, he has a stuntman and looks almost like him. So when you watch that film, it's mostly the stuntman does all the kung fu and all that. So just get the stuntman in, get Wesley in, and that's it. You got
Yeah.
yourself a Blade movie.
Sun in the Storm. These motherfuckers trying to ice skate uphill
Yep.
again.
Indeed, they are.
There's
yes.
always one. Yeah.
There's, I mean, it's kind of fascinating that they're talking up Doomsday and they're talking up Secret Wars in these movies in 2026, 2027. They have 4 films to go before they get there, before they get to this next Avengers film. They have Captain Falcon.
Is that the next one?
Then they have Thunderbolts. Then they have Fantastic Four, First Steps, and Blade. Blade may not get made at all.
No.
Fantastic Four is probably going to be a disaster, and we know that Captain Falcon and Thunderbolts will be.
Yes.
So they are going to be in serious trouble by the time we get to potentially even making an Avengers Doomsday in 2026. Disney is having a lot of financial trouble already. I just think it's cute that they think they're even going to get to the end of this phase with the MCU intact. I mean, next year is going to be a bloodbath.
And that'll be nothing to do with Blade either. Wah,
Nope.
wah, wah, wah. Okay, so we've got Avengers Doomsday, May 1st, 2026. So even that's less than 2 years. Wow. And then Secret Wars, May 7, 2027.
Yeah. Again, I mean I can again when Ruin Johnson's Star Wars films coming out, those were listed on posters as well, talking about how they're going to get this done or whatever. None of this is happening. I mean, Fantastic Four will happen. I don't think it's happening July 25th.
No.
That is an optimism. Given the fact that they seem to film every movie 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
I don't think this is happening.
Yeah,
And
I would
Blade,
bet that.
I don't even know that they have an actor for it anymore, because he's basically, thrown away enough script and said, this is crap.
Yeah. I would bet that Fantastic Four ends up in the following February, just like Captain Falcon has.
Mm-hmm.
I am thinking if you go see Deadpool Wolverine, enjoy it for what it is. It's going to be probably the
last
best
hurrah.
for a while. Yeah.
I'm with Internet Help Desk. I mean, the vast majority of what you've seen coming out of Disney is essentially, oh my God, we have a quarterly revenue call that we have to do. So let's act like we're actually making things, even though there's no real financial commitment to most of these or any chance of them actually being delivered.
What it is that if you look at some of the stuff at the Comic-Con and Robbie Downey Jr. comes out and everybody starts cheering and stuff like that, the crowd that is there does not equal bums on seats. It's the same thing with the Doctor Who panel as well. The Doctor Who panel, there was hundreds of, maybe even 1,000 people there, screaming and validating Shooty, but that does not equal views.
No, it
at
doesn't,
all.
not at all. I mean, you just take a look at the Star Wars celebration with people clapping like seals at every single announcement that
Yeah.
appeared. And well, we know how that panned out, don't we?
Mhm.
I mean,
just
it
had
gave us
to,
the greatest comedy of the year. It's
Oh yeah, Lesbian Space Witch is now a franchise.
oh, I'm in. Let's go.
It's my
Oh,
favorite
did-
Pornhub category.
Exactly.
Here you go, folks. RP Night 101. Hello, my friend. Deadpool and Wolverine is the last hurrah before the dying screams of a self-immolated burn victim echo throughout the hall.
Yeah, there's a financial term that we talk about when a stock has really crashed, and then suddenly there's a blip up before it really finds its true bottom, and it's called a dead cat bounce. And this is exactly
Damn.
what I've been looking for, is that the oh look, and it's done really well. It's like, yeah, tell me what's coming next.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh.
Okay, so I will
Z
probably
Z
say
mentioned the Acolyte, and all I can think of, I don't think it's anywhere in the slides here. Did you see at San Diego Comic-Con all of the tie-ins that they announced for the Acolyte?
no, please tell.
There's going to be a comic book tie-in, I believe, about Kelnaka.
Oh, get him.
And then there's going to be there's some young adult novels, and a visual guide to the Acolyte that's going to come out.
Yeah, yeah. No, keep talking. I'm almost finished.
It's just like
be a behind the scenes.
Is it going to be a
yes.
a Mog comic series? I want a
No.
Mog.
Oh, I want
yeah.
that.
And then
Yeah,
there's
Mog Deluxe
Mog.
graphic novel.
Mog,
yeah.
Mog, please.
I want the audiobook with him reading it though.
No, either that or Swappers could narrate it.
Mm.
Yeah, it's something just fascinating. I how they could think that any of those things are going to be successful.
Well, we do want a season 2, don't we?
Oh, yes.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Arranged. Kel Naka comic, sign me up. Buy out a rat. Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Book.
Yeah, I want the Acolyte Kama Sutra. Let's go.
the Star
Bad
Wars edition
thoughts.
of The Joy of
Mog.
Sex.
Yeah.
You can get that. Yeah.
The Mog the TV series.
Is
I've been
that,
for that.
is that Breeze feet there? No.
Possibly.
No, the toes look more or less intact. I'm with Jim
Oh,
Campbell.
right,
Yeah,
okay.
the Basil Christmas special. Let's
there you
go.
go.
Let's
Yes.
go.
Oh,
We need to see his family
With-
and listen to them
yeah,
chitter at
with
each other
Mog,
while they
Maybe his
celebrate.
Mog as
watch
well,
some
yeah.
VR porn. It would be
Yeah.
great.
with Mog.
Mhm.
They can celebrate Life Day and we can listen to them just chitter to each other without any subtitles at all.
I'm in.
Chittering.
I mean, we could have had translation, but Yord was killed, so he's the only person that knows how to do it. That's
I'm looking forward to the dramatic music, Yuzi.
oh yeah.
And on
Oh,
that
yeah.
bombshell, let's. I think
That's the fifth movement of the 1812 overture. Is that right, Z?
Yeah.
Sounds
think
That's
that's
correct.
Yeah.
Although you
I
have
thought
to
so.
speak to Rin for confirmation. Only he knows the truth.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Mm.
Robert Downey Jr.'s surprise Doctor Doom announcement at hashtag SDCC in photos.
Fucking ridiculous. But do you not think that this just reeks of desperation?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I was gonna say, do you smell something? Does anybody else smell it?
No.
Smells like desperation.
Yeah. Well, that was. I think we were talking on Twitter, and it was like look, we finally have the first vegan bad guy in the MCU. And that goes well with our first environmentalist bad guy that we had with with Thanos. But that's the other thing is, like, as soon as he walks out on the stage, was anybody surprised? Because he looks like half the size of everyone else on there.
Do you know what? Right, you have to ask the question: how much are they going to pay him
Oh, I was
to
going
come
to say
back?
that. I was going to ask you that.
It's
Ian.
got to be it's got to be so much that he couldn't say no.
Insane.
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, obviously, we're going to find out as the year goes on. We're going to find out how much
200
exactly he'll
million?
get paid. Listen, right? He's laughing, right? He doesn't give
Yep.
a shit about the Marvel universe.
$1 trillion.
Even though he says he's going to turn up, he's going to do his thing, and he's going to walk away, and he's going to be laughing because he knows it's going to be shit.
And I guarantee you, he's getting producer credits on everything.
And a cut of the
yeah.
intake if there's any profit.
Yeah.
He'll get a percentage.
If they were going to bring one MCU actor back to play this role, I would have said it had to have been Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh
Because
yeah,
I just
As
cannot
Doom?
see Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom.
no,
He will be paid one burger.
yeah, he's going to
think
need
he'll-
more than that.
He'll be getting a lifetime supply of
Yeah.
beyond.
The big
needs.
question is Robbie Downey Jr. playing a different character, right? Or is he playing another universe?
Oh, it'll
Tony
be a
Stark that
multiverse.
became-
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm certain it's going to be an alternate universe. Because
Yes.
remember that the Fantastic Four film, they've already said it's happening in a different universe. So I'm assuming that this is going to be an alternate universe version of Tony Stark, who becomes Doom.
Yeah, I
But,
think
you
somebody in
know-
the chat mentioned that the idea that it'll just be Tony Stark, but was raised by the Von Doom family or
Evil
something.
Yeah, but
Tony,
do you know what though? They might do it like this, where they start off Fantastic Four, where Doom exists and he's already been scarred and stuff like that, and Robbie Downey Jr. might be under heavy makeup. So you know what I mean, and that would basically mean that he's playing a different character. He's playing Tony Stark. So they might do it that way, where we're just in the adventure.
Will he
There's no
be-
explanation how he
will-
became Doctor Doom? You know,
Do you think he will be vegan in this universe?
who cares?
I don't care.
Never go full
I think-
vegan, everybody.
I think he'll be vegan, and I think he will not wear his mask as much as he's supposed to.
Oh yeah.
That would be a shame because Doctor Doom's all about that mask.
Yeah.
And that
Well,
costume.
remember that in the comics, he had a little scar on his face, but he
Yeah, that
was
was the
so
later
horrified by the scar.
Yeah.
He wore that mask at all times, so he could not show that imperfection.
Yeah, but that was
everyone else.
That was the later version. The version I know is that he got horribly scarred. His face was completely ruined. That's the version I know and I love, and so that's why he wears the mask. But this new version, I've never read where he had a tiny scar and suddenly put the mask on. That makes no sense to me. But anyway,
Nice. Very nice.
I want to see that so bad
yes.
High on a hill with a lonely Von Doom.
but yeah, I mean,
Oh, he's gone.
Here's
Jesus.
hoping they've given him a better mask than the one they've got there. Definitely, I hope so.
Well, what's hilarious is that we've seen various different versions of Doom, and that cut rate cheap one that never got released that was made by Roger Corman.
The best
is-
Fantastic Four
it's been-
period.
Yeah, and he's got a great Doom costume in that movie.
Yes.
It really works.
Yes.
With Corman's the two they made with what's his name, Ian Grufford, and also Van Forstick. This will be the 5th attempt at a Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and 1994 Corman Doom or Fantastic Four is still the best as far as comic book accuracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Thing is probably the best in that one, and Doom is the best. I mean, watch that movie if you want to see Fantastic Four. Watch that movie instead.
For people like me who have limited knowledge of all this, why is Fantastic Four such a problematic movie to make?
Basically because it features a family and they're all white. And basically it's a very hard thing to make into a movie because it's very cheesy. But also, if you look at it in another light, it's very, very entertaining. When I was a kid, I used to read Fantastic Four all the time. My favorite character was the Thing. You know, that was without question. The Thing was so funny in that. I just kept reading and laughing and loving the situations they were in. Galactus, Doctor Doom. You know, what is it? Was it the Mole Men? Is it the Mole Men?
The Mole Man.
Mole Man,
Yeah, Mole Man. Yeah, they fought and stuff. Fantastic, great fantasy stuff. I thought, but it's hard to vision. It's hard to imagine that being a movie. Do you know what I mean? Because it's so kind of cheesy. So it's going to be difficult.
Yes, and I think that today's writers, they don't understand the family dynamic between the different characters.
Family's bad, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, and having a
pretty much
man
so.
in charge,
White man bad,
is also
everybody.
bad. Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
I think there's a certain camp, of its time for that, and in the comic books, again, you have room to establish these characters, you get used to them and all that. You don't have that ability in the movies. And so really the thing that you've got that delivers it quick is that, Reed Richards is the smartest man, and Thing is really the thing that everybody kind of immediately goes to, and then the rest of them over time you can get used to the characters and understand why they're important and all that. But initially it comes across as camp.
If I may, before I forget, speaking of White Man Bad, in the theatre yesterday, there was a lot of adverts before Deadpool Wolverine, and it was spot the white man.
Mm-hmm.
I spotted one, but they made a complete buffoon out of him. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They should have just put him in blackface like Tropic Thunder. He could have replaced Kang.
Yeah. Or run for Prime Minister of Canada.
Also, the only thing I could say, if I was making the Fantastic Four movie, I would watch The Incredibles and figure out how comes that works.
Okay.
That's what I would do. Because obviously The Incredibles is based or took a thing from the Fantastic Four when you look at it, because it's about a family. So that's what I would do. I'd look at that very carefully and try and figure out why it worked. Do you know what I mean? So.
Fast and Furious about family also.
Wah,
wah. See what I did there?
So was TLJ, according to Carrie Fisher. Yeah.
God almighty.
I do like Robbie Downey Jr. though. I really like him. He's a nice chap, and he's really good actor as well. I mean, just goes to prove. But I'm sorry, mate, you're just doing this for the money, and it's not enough to get me into cinema.
There's the proverbial dog with two dicks, everybody.
But what has he actually done in the last 5 years?
Nothing. He's
Oppenheimer?
been.
He was
He's
all right
retired.
in, what you call it?
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, he was all right. Pretty good in that.
One of us.
Dr. Doolittle was a pile of bollocks.
Yeah.
I will say, folks, B-sides covered, Common F4 link there. It's popped up a couple of times.
Anybody
folks.
see that film his
View at your
production
leisure.
company produced, where he played the lawyer, where he had to go and represent his dad? Anybody see that film? It's a very small movie.
Oh, yeah. I think it's on Netflix right now.
Yeah, it's really good. He's really good in it as well. Basically, it's a really tiny movie that his production company, him and his wife, produced. And there's no doubt in my mind that his production company is going to be involved in this version of the Avengers. So just to get extra money in.
Yeah.
I bet the catering would be fantastic. Vegan catering would be spot on. The very, very best.
All the kale you want.
Yeah, the best.
I just see him there holding that mask, and you just know that when the film comes around, he's going to wear the mask until the dramatic reveal, and then it's going to be some more of that, nanobot BS that they were doing in the last few films with the Iron Man, where the mask is going to melt on and off, anytime he wants to. He'll take it off for the fight and then put it back on, and then take it off and then put it back on again.
Yeah,
like Ant-Man.
I don't know. I hope that they don't do that. I hope that he's scarred beyond recognition, and he performs. He performs with that on, because I don't buy it. That's, you can have Spider-Man, but you really need to see his face for the emotions. That's bollocks. Because when you read the comics and you see his face, it's just his mask. So, but what he's saying is what the emotions that you get, what they're actually saying. So I think it's a load of rubbish, really. I think if Robbie Downey's got any brain in his head, he'll opt for having the mask on and a scarred face and still perform. I think that's the best thing for him to do. That's me.
Well, the best thing for him to do would be to not be in this movie. So
yeah, you're right.
Well, I'm sure he's getting paid plenty, and he hasn't had a whole lot of other prospects. But
yeah.
How much do we think?
Look, it's hard to guess how much he's getting, but look at that face. You know what that face says to me?
Smug.
Exactly, but it's also it's also saying I ain't got nothing to worry about. nothing for the
dog with two dicks.
Yeah, exactly.
Dog with two dicks.
Yeah, it says I'm getting paid $35 million a picture plus money on the back end.
100 mil.
It says.
Yeah. There's no way they're not giving him that. He's laughing all the way to the bank, even though.
How much money do these people want?
What you got?
I don't get it.
Family. He's got family, isn't he? He's got to pay for people
Fucking
and
he's got a
stuff
big
like
family,
that.
then.
And listen. You know what? He deserves it. He's put the time in. He's had a rough patch in his career where basically nobody would hire him. And he's totally respectful of the Marvel Universe when it was the Marvel Universe. And he's a good actor. He deserves it.
The person who it was Mel Gibson, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Who gave him a job when he was in the shitter.
Yeah, which time was he in the shitter? Because he really train wrecked his career, after the 80s, and then he came back with Chaplin, and then he went back into train wreck mode, and then
Gibson gave him another chance.
Yeah. Do you know that I've heard this story, and my friend from the States, he guaranteed it's true. You know how he got arrested the last time? He was found in a hotel room with, I think it was like 5 models, all dressed as Wonder Woman.
Oh, get in!
with lines of cocaine on the table.
Oh, get in!
I'm going to get arrested, and I can script it. That's exactly how I'm going to do it.
He was. They busted the door, and he was
going on my bucket list.
Oh yeah.
With
Could we start saving up some money?
Chat, could we do a GoFundMe for 5 hookers dressed as Wonder Woman and copious amounts of Bolivian folks?
Someone could say that
pay
he was
for it?
definitely into superheroes before he got into the Marvel universe. Although it was the DC universe officially.
There you go, Felt 5. Now I'd watch that movie.
Oh yeah,
I think we all would. Yeah.
I think I have.
Also, speaking of Mel Gibson, there's a great interview with Mel Gibson on the YouTube just dropped this week. Really good. Check it out, folks.
I like Mel Gibson as well. I like both of them. I think Robbie Danger is incredibly talented. You see him in Chaplin, he's amazing. Mel Gibson's amazing as well. I think all the stuff majority of the stuff that he's done is good, and he's a better director than he is an actor, as far as I'm concerned. Mel Gibson. So
here you go. This would be our version. Wrenched. He will get Bella Emberg dressed as Blunder Woman. That's one for the Brits, folks. Okay. Let's advance. Okay.
Again, didn't go far.
I'm assuming that the people are on the picture there are the cast members.
Shang-Chi. Yeah, bring it on.
Is Sebastian Stan as well? He's one, isn't he?
He's not coming back, I don't think.
Oh, isn't he now? Okay.
That's what I don't know if he's
okay. First 5 cast members of Avengers Secret Wars were announced at hashtag SDCC. Full list and details, blah, blah, blah.
Hold on, you can't have Hulk in the Avengers because she breaks the 4th wall. How's that going to work?
Well, the thing is they said the first 5 cast members were announced, but they've got 7 people on this picture.
No, right.
Wah.
Loki. Why is Loki there? He's not an Avenger.
No, he's holding together time.
Yes.
Oh, for God's sakes. And what's his name? Nick Fury. All he does is sit down now, doesn't he? He doesn't even stand up to shoot. He just sits down all the
scratch
time.
fever. It's really been affecting him lately.
Yeah.
I thought Brie wasn't coming back. Obviously, she is.
There's 5 announced. There's 7 people on this poster.
No Brie then.
And that little tiny girl, she's rubbish. That one, I never rated her at all.
And she's Thunderbolts, so I don't think she's going to be an Avenger.
Yeah, of course she isn't.
No, well, the ones they did confirm are the Fantastic Four and Robert Downey Jr. so far. The other rumored ones are Anthony Mackie, Benedict Wong, American Chavez, Ms. Marvel, and Riri Williams. Ooh, let's go.
Yes.
Yep.
Where's my Ironheart? Where's my Ironheart?
Where's Spider-Man? Different
what?
company, I think, mate.
He's hanging out at Sony.
That's what they're going to do. They're going to create the Avengers. They're going to shoehorn all their crappy, woke women into the event, and it's not going to work. It's just not.
Oh, happy birthday, Ian!
Well, I can only say what I think.
Here you go, Princess Fiona. Yeah, I've seen this. Really good. Here you go.
Fiona. Woo!
Robert Downey Jr. Thanks, Mel. There's a video there to watch at your leisure.
Love your avatar.
Okay, shall we do something?
Oh God.
Eben Moss
Who cares?
Bakra.
Who cares?
Okay, then let's move on then.
No, honestly, I think he's right here in what he is saying, that it's not really productive to go back and watch the previous films. I mean, if he wants to do some research, go back and read the comics, buddy.
Yes, right.
Corman.
Don't
Watch Corman.
Yeah, don't go watch Fan Forstick.
Oh God.
Go watch the B-roll review.
Yeah.
See what I did there.
Watch Corman's Fantastic Four.
Yeah, and I honestly, he's right. It's as he says here. I don't think it's helpful to make something in opposition to something else. We're just really making our own thing, and that's what you should do. Don't try to make. Well, we're going to do it better than this version or whatever.
I mean, so there's always a certain wisdom in looking at what failed before. At least avoid that, right? Yeah, I can't guarantee success, but I can at least avoid the most obvious failures.
Yeah. Well, I think for him, I mean, he's playing what? He's playing the Thing, right? He's playing Ben.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He doesn't really have a whole lot of input on the script itself. I think just his performance is what he needs to bring. And
is he funny though? Is he a comedian, this fellow? Because they need a comedian to play the Thing.
Class.
They really do, because the Thing is one of the funniest characters in the history of, when I was reading it in the 70s, history of Fantastic Four. And if he's not a comedian, I don't know how they're going to portray the Thing now.
But I do agree that you shouldn't watch the Fantastic Four movies, but watch the 1994 animated series, because that was fantastic. That was brilliant.
He was in Andor. Thing was not funny.
He was very funny.
Okay.
He was also a very tragic character too.
He was too.
Right.
And I think he's got to bring that to the role, but he's not going to really. I don't think he's going to learn that from watching the Jessica Alba.
He's in
Let's be clear. Some of those movies were a tragedy. He can learn that. Yeah.
We don't hold any hope for this, do we? Not even Bob.
I mean, if a character says it's clobbering time, of course it's coming from a humorous angle, isn't it? And as I said, right, they should have got a comedian, because he's going to be covered in CGI anyway. So they should have got a comedian to play the Thing, because the Thing is very funny.
I think you need a good comedian. Yes. Sadly, good luck finding one of those.
Exactly.
Lately. But you have to have the balance of there's the comedy mass pain, and you have to have the drama. Anger. Yeah, and the understanding. But the other thing is, you need to be physical. The Thing was a football player, and that he loses, all of these things. It's essentially his physicality turned up to 10, but the problem is that all of the other things that made him human have been reduced, right? And then it becomes, in his mind, this ridiculous looking freak.
But it depends. It depends where they come in with the Fantastic Four. If they're coming in and they've already got their powers, and they're not doing the origin, then he's going to.
They're not doing the origin.
They're doing the origin.
Yeah. He's going to. Are they doing the origin?
They're not doing it.
All right. So he's going to have to be the Thing that was in the 70s, in my opinion, was in 70s comics, and also the fact that he doesn't have to be physical because it's a CGI thing. They could get someone to do the physical stuff with balls on him. That's what they normally do. But this guy's got to have comic timing. He's got to. If he doesn't.
Yeah, they showed a teaser, or somebody did, recorded it during SDCC, and it looks like they are doing an origin story.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of the scenes had him as just as Ben Grimm.
Okay.
I never understood the fantastic thing, because I didn't understand why Johnny was black. Like, why is he black? And I don't understand.
It would make sense if the Thing was black, being originally a football star.
Yeah.
And quite an athletic,
like an OJ or something.
Yeah. That would be good.
OJ Thing.
I did like the same thing with Jessica Alba and Chris Evans. Jessica, you could tell Jessica Alba is from a different lineage to Chris Evans. How could they be brother and sister? That didn't make any sense in the film as well to me.
Some baby mamas got different daddies for different kids.
Yeah,
maybe, but
you got question: Why are you
gay?
Who's gay?
You are
You.
gay.
You are gay.
You are gay. Yeah,
All right.
gay. Let's move on.
Yeah.
And that's the cast assembled.
Do you know what?
Look at
Right,
that.
the only
that,
person
folks.
that matches the comic is Kirby. The rest of them, I would never cast in a million years.
Did you see the logo artwork with the family around it? It looks like Reed's going to be sporting Pedro's stupid fucking moustache.
Looks like it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've got
So
Super
Pedro's just basically going to be playing Pedro.
Pedro.
Who has he ever not played?
Jesus.
Yeah, Vanessa Kirby. It should be Matt Smith, Vanessa Kirby. I don't know who can play Johnny Storm. Someone really good looking. That guy looks like a dweeb. I don't know. And somebody else to play, someone with comic timing to play the Thing. How could they not understand that fact about these characters?
Because you wish it,
Not
mate.
know.
You go Romeo, Tango, November, Zulu, wrenched. $2 New Zealand. Here you go, folks. Rest in peace, Clobby, aka Mike Alonso, Thing's biggest fan.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Mike.
All you
That
gotta
is-
do
that
is
is one
bang
of
the
the,
rocks together.
That's one of the great missed opportunities for us, as we actually had Clobby scheduled to cover Corman's Fantastic Four, and he died that week. And Friday we actually did the movie.
It's a bummer.
Yeah.
Again, this is the wrong cast. How could you cast these people? This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Johnny Storm's meant to be a good-looking chap where girls fall at his feet. What, are they saying he's gay now? This guy is not good-looking. I don't understand what's going on here.
And on that,
May as well just got Morgan.
on that bombshell, let's move on now.
Flame on means a whole different thing if it's Mog.
Oh God, what
Okay,
is
oh,
this?
something different, folks.
Oh.
Okay. I was instructed to
Oh,
put
no,
this
it's
on.
not different.
The Penguin will be a woman in Batman Caped Crusader. She's named Oswalda Cobblepot.
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 Yeah. And voiced by Mini Driver.
Why? So the question is
What,
why?
Ian?
What the question is why? I like Mini Driver. The question is why? Why have they
Because you
changed?
don't wish it.
But no, I'm serious.
I don't
Why?
know, man.
Why have they changed it? It's stupid.
Prof.
Oh, you
Do you know?
you
Go on.
know why, Megan.
Oh, right, okay.
You know why? Oh man, this was one of the different things that came out from DC at San Diego Comic-Con.
J.J. Abrams
yeah.
done this.
Oh,
Here you go, cheeky
jeez.
bastard. Here you go. RP Night 101. Jesus wept. They got Mr. Brown. Cheeky bastard.
Why is Batman's glove so short as well?
Set in the
All the better to
1940s.
fist you.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
more
period
basic
piece.
costume.
I see. Okay.
I'm with Justin Channels.
Mm.
Are you? Good for you. Care to read it?
Yeah, can we get a male Harley Quinn or a
Are
Wonder
you going to
Man?
shout it? Sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, need it.
It's
No, the prior one, the one where he was talking
Oh,
about the
yeah.
we want the
It's interesting because have you seen
Who am I looking for?
Justin Channels.
Yeah.
This one part?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we?
No,
get
you
a
can't.
male
Come on.
out? No, you can't do that.
Yeah, the answer is no.
Can't do that, mate. Can't do
There is a Wonder Man. It's coming
There is,
to
yeah.
Marvel
There
TV.
is. Yeah,
Did
but
we
this,
see? Did we see the Joker trailer this week?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Looks interesting.
it does. It does. It looks
I think-
interesting.
I don't know. It's either going to be absolute garbage or just phenomenal.
You get that feeling, right? Like
Oh, yeah.
either it's going to
It's
be
a Marmite
brilliant,
movie, folks.
it's going to be brilliant, or it's going to be just disastrous
gonna be-
trash.
Utter garbage or just
Well shot,
genius.
The
Oh,
trailer
yeah, I just love it.
looks,
Yeah,
looks beautiful, but
Yeah, I mean they're taking a risk, but
Yeah. Oh.
that's the problem with risk is that sometimes they don't work out so well.
Princess Fiona wrenched $2. Batman.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
I don't know what that word means. Crusader.
I'll draw you a picture in the green room later.
Oh, okay. So you're looking forward to that, Ian?
no. This is the thing that really scares me, that these people have the power to do this. And if they have the power to do this, If they invade the justice system, we're in trouble. Which I think they already have.
Oh dear.
Mm.
Yeah,
I like
well,
Minnie Driver. Though. I think Minnie Driver.
no, she's all right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's depressing, folks. Happy birthday.
All right, Drew. Don't make me explain that to Brown in the green room.
Oh,
No.
55 million views. Oh my gosh.
very professional, Ian. I applaud
Yeah.
you. The Boys season 4 has passed 55M viewers.
20%. Wow.
Well, again, how are you
Talking.
counting viewers? How are you counting views?
Well,
This is a
again-
streaming platform.
yeah, again, they're doing it via data. They're not really. I mean, views is that somebody could watch it for
Viewers.
5 minutes.
Yes.
Do you know
Did
what I
those
mean?
55 million people finish the series,
Yeah.
or just
Was
watch
this
the
on
first 3
autoplay
episodes?
when it just happened to be showing the preview?
I think season 3 was reasonable. I enjoyed season 3 much better than 2. So maybe people were infused for season 4, hence the increase. Season 4 was, as we said last week, 3 episodes of plot moving along, 5 episodes of just shock filler, as it were.
Yeah.
No, it was dog shit, everybody.
Not
The great
interesting.
thing about these kinds of tweets that they put out where they think we're totally winning is that I tend to keep accounts on this kind of thing. So you'll tell me that you have 55 million viewers. Later, you will tell me how many hours were actually watched. And I'll do the math and figure out how many people were dropping off of this. Because I did it for Rings of Power and figured out that there was only a 30% retention rate to the to the viewers versus hours watched by the time they got to the end. That was not the win that they were looking for.
Did I miss this super chat from Larry?
Mm.
Wrenched. $5. No, you.
No, you what?
No, you.
No, you.
No, you.
No, you.
I know you.
Okay. I'm sure it meant something at the time. Sorry, Larry, I fucked that one up. Sorry, mate. Okay. So, did you see also they're going to make a prequel to, is it Soldier Boy? And who was the Yahtzee?
I thought you were going to talk about Dexter. They're making a prequel to Dexter. That was.
Why?
It looks good, actually. I saw the trailer. It looks all right.
Oh, okay.
Christian Slater's playing his father, and they've got this new guy playing Dexter when he was young, as his college days. And they got Sarah Miguel, what's her name? Buffy. She's in it.
You are.
So it looks all right. It looks okay.
Yeah,
I saw the
Stormfront and
trailer,
Soldier
guys?
Boy. Yeah, there's going to be a prequel series.
No more prequels.
I'll try it out. See
I hate prequels. They're coarse and they get everywhere.
There is a lot of the Boys prequels, spin-offs being made.
Yeah, Amazon.
Is it really that good?
Not this version, so I've been told.
Yeah.
Move along.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. If anybody knows, answers on a postcard, please.
They're still putting muscles into suits. They still are.
They're certainly not putting them on the actors.
Speaking of no more prequels,
He goes, Giancarlo Esposito tells us that he still wants to see Gus Fring prequel series happening eventually. I think we all want to know more about his complicated nature and how it
No,
came to
you
be.
want to know. You want to know more. That's what it is. You want a job. That's what you want.
Some of the best episodes of Breaking Bad were Gus's origin.
Yeah.
and you know what? We learned enough.
Fucking amazing.
Well, we learned more in what is it? Better Call Saul. He was good in that as well. So yeah.
Oh, but the episode, was it his brother in the swimming pool? Fucking hell, it was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is that Giancarlo Esposito plays Giancarlo Esposito in Giancarlo Esposito.
Yes.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Wasn't he gay in Breaking Bad, the character?
It was hinted.
Yeah, because he was in love with that guy, and what's his name killed him, didn't he? I can't remember the and then he ended up getting revenge on him at a party. Do you remember that one? That episode? No. You
Was
guys
that not
didn't watch
Better Call
Breaking
Saul?
Bad, did you? I think it was Better Call Saul.
I've
actually.
seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about, should I watch Breaking Bad again? I've seen it twice now. I think what
It
do you
is a
think?
slog though when you watch it, especially the first season and the second season. The third season it picks up, in my opinion.
You go, Arch Colin. Oh, Breaking Bad, another series that never appealed to me. Oh, it's really good.
Yeah, you have to have patience when you watch that show. though.
Sword and Storm Wrenched. I never watched.
Better Call Saul.
What do we think, Ian?
I really liked Better Call Saul, but you have to be really patient. You also have to be an old school TV
slow
viewer
burn.
to watch it. Yeah, because if you're not and you're a young fella and you watch TikTok, you're never going to get into this show at all because it takes patience. It takes time to get into a show like that. And the payoff is brilliant as far as I was concerned. The ending of Better Call Saul wrapped it up very, very well. And I think everything that happened to everyone they deserved, in my opinion.
Season 4 onwards of Better Call Saul is really, really, really good. It's a bit of a slow burn with seasons 1 to 3 with his brother stuff.
Yeah.
Some good episodes in
Chuck.
places.
Mm.
Yeah, Chuck.
Still, though, as I said, if you're an old school watcher like me, you would be patient and you'd watch that show. You've got to look. The performances in Better Call Saul is amazing. Everyone, without an exception, everyone is brilliant.
Didn't even win any awards on anything, on any level.
Can I just point out, Ian is also the man who said, if you don't catch me after 3 or 4 episodes and really hook me, then I'm out. But suddenly you become very patient about something else.
But it did. The first 3 episodes.
Fight!
The first 3 episodes really caught me because I knew the character from Breaking Bad. And that's why I stuck with it. Yes, there were episodes that was slow, yes. But because of Bob Odenkirk and because of everyone that performed,
amazing.
And the photography is amazing in that film. It's so good. It's like appreciating a 3-course meal than a hamburger from McDonald's. Do you know what I'm saying? That is the difference.
I feel you. So I look forward to you watching Andor again because you're a Wolverine actor and you'll definitely show the patience because you're old school like us.
Andor is a McDonald's. That's basically what it is. I'm sorry, it's not a 3-star hotel. I hear what you're saying. No, I hear what you're saying.
I would thoroughly recommend Better Call Saul, everybody.
It is. It's great. It's great. It really is.
If you can persevere with it, seasons 1, 2, and 3.
The thing I liked about his character,
worth it,
right, is that he knew that he couldn't stick to the rules. That was his nature. He knew he was a con man. He couldn't get away from it, and that was the tragedy of his character right across the board. It really was.
Joe Darkness at Mr. Brown asked me, "Where is my can?" Yeah, where's my can? Yes. What we
look? There's enough Ensure for all of us when we get to the green room. It's fine.
Okay. Okay, then let's move on.
Sharon Stone.
Oh no!
Get ready for Sharon Stone, action star, the actress and fashion icon, has joined Bob Odenkirk to star in #Nobody2.
I did like Nobody One, but
nobody saw it though.
I didn't know. A lot of people saw it.
I saw it.
Yeah,
okay.
But I didn't think it was as good as the way they advertised it. But I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it, and I'm curious to see what happens in Nobody 2. So I will be watching Nobody 2. So.
So there's a couple of things. One, I already saw Sharon Stone as an action star. It was in Total Recall.
Yes.
And also the actress and philanthropy. She's a philanthropist. Philanthropy is the verb, not the. But that's a Hollywood reporter. I can't expect them to know English or anything.
I don't know if you guys noticed that because Bob Odenkirk wears a rug on his head.
Oh yes,
Really hadn't spotted that. It's a very good
Right.
one.
looks
But
so
did you
natural.
Did you not notice that when he was having the fight in the bus, it literally almost came off?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
guys noticed it a couple of times, in fact.
yeah.
Oh, look who it is, everybody. Swap Shop, Wrenched. Nobody was superb. It was
It
a
was.
great
Good
movie.
stuff.
Good film.
Yeah.
Yep.
Starts filming this summer.
I love Bob Odenkirk though. He's such a nice guy. He comes across as a nice guy. In anything that
next
he
couple of
does.
months, I think.
Yeah. So I watch it for him.
You go Felt's 5. Bus scene was good. Oh,
It was.
fantastic. Rest
Rest
was
was shit.
yeah. I liked it.
I
Same
thought that.
universe allegedly as
All I need is Keanu Reeves to do a
Cameo.
walk on this, a cameo, and that'll be amazing.
yeah.
That's all they need.
Wrenched. Mutton dressed as mutton.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Sharon
Bad boy.
somehow hasn't decided to go full Madonna with the crazy
Exactly.
plastic surgery. I'm sure that there has been some work, but it's been clearly more subtle.
Yeah.
You go Romeo, Tango, November, Zulu, Wrenched. Wow, she's 66 and doesn't look a day over 78.
Oh, that's a bit cruel.
Harsh.
Oh, you know what? I have a lot of respect for Sharon Stone. She came from nowhere, and then she was this huge star that everybody wanted, and she was so gorgeous when she was in her prime. Did you see that one with her and Sylvester Stallone? I can't remember what movie that was called. It was shot fantastic. She looked
Assassins.
absolutely gorgeous in that
Is
film.
it Assassins?
I don't think it was Assassins. It was the one with James Wood was the villain. I can't remember what it was called. Anybody? Anyone
Chat up us out.
in the chat?
No, I just remember her from Above the Law with Steven Seagal. That was the first thing I saw her in.
Okay,
Yeah.
absolutely ruddy. Go fund me for a pair of knickers for Sharon.
What was that film called
Very
with her and Sylvester Stallone?
The Specialist. Cheers, group.
That's it, The Specialist. Yeah, she was gorgeous in that.
Oh, Casino. What a film!
Lovely in that too.
What a film!
Very sweet woman.
Great film, Casino.
Mm.
Probably.
Let's not forget the leg cross in
Yeah.
in that film.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Wasn't she in Total Recall as well?
She was
Yeah,
indeed.
that's what I was saying. That
Consider
was,
this a
the only time I
divorce.
saw her as an action star.
Yeah.
The best Arnold line.
Consider the boss.
Consider
Yeah.
this a divorce.
It's like, how many syllables are in "consider this a divorce," Arnold? Because
Amazing.
you've added some.
Amazing. Okay. Let's move.
Oh god, this shit. I spoke about
Okay.
Dan's channel.
This is from the BBC press office. New Doctor Who, or is it Dr. Watts? Spin-off.
Dr. White.
Dr. Watts. Spin-off series confirmed. Russell Tovey and Goo Goo. Anybody know how to pronounce that? I can't even read it, let alone pronounce it.
Bata Raw.
Will lead
Sure.
the cast in the war between the land and the sea alongside Unit Illumini, Gemma Redgrave, and Alexander Devrant.
Who cares?
Sure.
Okay. That's the woman out of centre left out of Loki.
Who? Oh
Loki.
yes, yeah, the
Yeah,
TV
the bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the Mbata Raw.
Yeah.
So you're not feeling this, Ian?
No, Gemma Redgrave, she was in Beekeeper as the president, wasn't she? Or
Yeah, she's all right.
she's okay. She's a good actress. I do like the lady of color though. She's gorgeous. I've seen her at some American shows. Absolutely gorgeous. But it's led again by a gay actor. Seems to be their MO. But there you go. Nothing against them. I just think it'd be nice to have a straight white male in a BBC show one
Why
day.
is Farlight having a stroke?
Yeah.
No, define which
I think
stroke.
he's cracking
he's
one
having.
off, to be fair.
Yeah, that is a stroke. I mean, he's
Yeah,
having one.
he's on the 5-knuckle shuffle.
Yeah, yeah.
It's. I don't think anyone's gonna be interested. You know
Nobody
what?
cares.
Nobody cares.
This might not be made either because of what's happening.
So is
Well, it
Russell
says
Tovey playing
confirmed.
the same character he did in the Titanic Christmas?
No, it's not
episode?
explained to the character. But I would just like to say on a counter on what Ian said just now, there are been loads of articles like in Variety and all kinds of magazines saying a film is going to be made. It's a sure thing, and then suddenly it
Is it?
disappears. So I think this one's up in the air at the moment because
okay.
Yes, I think they have to announce something at Comic-Con, which they did. They can't say it's up in the air. They've got to say we're going to make this, and it's no guarantee they're going to make it though, is there? So
Did you hear the other Doctor Who announcement?
Dr.
What,
Lads.
that Shooty is going to be wearing something
Gonna get
decent.
sacked, apparently.
I don't know. What was it?
No. They're doing a video game.
Of course. Yes.
Along with Star Trek Lower Decks.
Yeah.
And obviously they've got such faith in Shooty that the main Doctor in it is the 10th Doctor, played by David Tennant.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That Shooty is not working as the Doctor.
Well, that's because that Doctor Who is not happening in Japan, so they weren't really confident in casting Shooty as a Japanese character.
Shooty's not in the bin this week for once.
Thank God.
That makes a change.
This is not going to. I don't think this is going to be made, and if it is going to be made, not a lot of people are going to be interested in it.
I mean, there's nearly tens of Doctor Who fans left, that are going to be interested in this.
Good luck, everybody.
That's Dr. Watts
Dr. Watt.
spin-off. Okay. There was a room. I saw a video saying, what's his face?
What?
Russell T. Davies has been fired. Is that correct? Or...
No, it's not.
No. They're not going to fire him before they've aired his Shooty's second series.
Yeah. Like they're pot committed.
Yeah. Who cares?
Okay.
Who cares? Who cares? Who cares?
Mogged. Move
I mean,
along.
Internet Help Desk is really going out on a limb with those revenue numbers. I mean, that's bold.
He's great with his numbers.
Yeah.
His internet.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not
thousands
gonna
of people. That's
Why would I watch shit like this? Why would I watch it?
because Mr. Brown will make you.
Move on. We're moving on. Yes.
Gina.
We're moving on. Okay. Sorry. Okay. This happened, was it Tuesday? Earlier in the week.
Yep.
Gina Carano's Disney Mandalorian lawsuits appears headed towards trial after judge denies dismissal.
This was very amusing to me on multiple fronts. One, I figured that she would be able to make it to trial because discovery is what the point was.
What is discovery for the people over this side?
Okay, so when you have a lawsuit, then you are then able to subpoena or ask for from the opposing side information regarding communications or anything that's happened. Basically, they can just go, "I want this," and good luck trying to convince a judge not to have them give it to you. So she can subpoena all kinds of emails and communications that are within Disney with regards to her case. That's what they're desperately afraid of, and always have been. The interesting thing to me was that I actually read the judge's ruling, and Disney's lawyers are, I think they're somewhat hamstrung by their clients, because the most obvious thing that they should have done, and I think we talked about it when the suit first came up, is the uniqueness of California law. There's a law in California that is unlike any others in the U.S. For any other state. It's called the Unruh Act, and it essentially allows you to make political statements, and the company can't fire you for that. There are real questions regarding the constitutionality of that law, but the reason that law was originally passed was to protect communists.
Yes.
During the 50s.
God.
Yes.
Right. And rather than do the legally intelligent thing, which is to both challenge that law and come up with their other things, the Disney lawyers' choice was
easy.
No, the law is there, but it just doesn't apply to us. That went over like a fart in an elevator with the judge.
Yeah.
And so I just laughed at this because their politics meant that we don't dare challenge this law because it's been useful for us, but we'd really like this exception that it doesn't really apply to us when we want to. And while that works in politics and everything else, it didn't work so well when you were actually in front of a judge and having to do that. And she slapped them most vigorously.
They tried to use their primary defense. They tried to use was First Amendment, saying that we have a freedom of association. We can say what we want. They can say what they want, but we don't have to have an association with them if they say something we don't like, or if they say something that's, disruptive or whatever. And that's a very, very weak defense, especially in the face of the law in California, specifically the Unruh Act. So it's fascinating why they chose to defend it that way.
Oh, I know why they chose to defend it that way.
This is exactly what they were hoping for when they filed this suit in the first place, was to get to discovery.
Yes.
A lot of people have been talking about, there's going to be a settlement. There's going to be a settlement. I don't think her or the person funding her lawyers
in particular,
have any interest whatsoever in settling. I think the
interesting thing. So again, I think that at the end of the day, she's going to have a real problem winning the case, but getting to discovery was always the point.
Yep.
And the Disney had a chance to get an immediate dismissal if they would have challenged the Unruh Act and talked about it. And hilariously, the judge herself actually pointed out the argument they could have made that might have protected them from the Unruh, and give them shelter from Unruh Act. But they didn't engage in that, and they didn't set up the show that way. And so they were screwed with the, no, we like this law, but it just doesn't apply to us. And she was like, no, you're going to like this law so much. It does apply to you. Enjoy that.
This is exactly what Disney did not want.
Exactly.
Yes.
There is so much information that could be made public here.
Oh, it's going to be amazing.
They might just offer her an astronomical settlement to stop this.
Right. The question is, does she do it, or is she doing this on principle along with Elon funding the lawyers?
Oh, it's gonna be
they're doing it because they want to
expose them.
Expose Disney.
Yeah. Yep. They want those emails. They want those, chats that they had on internal Slacks and all sorts of stuff. They want all of that stuff.
Yeah,
and they want it to be part of the public record in the court. So it's going to be. I think that was always the point. They want to be able to drag Disney with all of this stuff.
You know that thing that we reported a couple of weeks ago about that guy, and the guy was in the restaurant and he got filmed and he was saying that they won't hire white straight men. Has anything happened to Disney because of that? Are they being pulled up? Because that's definitely against the law, right?
That kind of just disappeared, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, all he's doing is, I mean, he's essentially complaining to a hot chick that he's trying to hook up with because he doesn't realize it's a journalist. He's explaining why he didn't get promoted.
Right.
Nice story, bro, but unless you come with receipts, it doesn't mean anything.
I see.
Okay. Do we know when stage 2 is going to happen then?
No, I'm not sure what the schedule is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Discovery will last a while.
Okay.
Yeah, it will.
Right. Okay, then, folks. Let's proceed. It's going to be great when it happens. It's going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
This happened beginning of the week?
Earlier this week. Yeah.
Ike Perlmutter, the former Marvel Entertainment chairman who was ousted last year, sold all his Disney stock, about 25.6 million shares. What does that say, Z? For almost what? 3 what?
3 billion.
According to a report by the Wall Street Journal.
He also announced that he may consider buying back if Disney stock hits 65.
Yeah.
Which is entirely possible within the next year.
Yeah. It's entirely realistic to think that it might drop down to into
So
the 60s.
he really is laughing because he'll better go again, but get all the stock even cheaper.
Right, and he sold. So this announcement is
Jesus.
not when he actually sold the stock.
Yeah.
He actually sold the stock, I think, around the same time that Peltz did. When it was like
Yes.
120 or something like that.
Yeah. I think they both sold out about the same time. Yeah, when it was in the 118 to 120 range, and
There you go.
yeah, they
Phil
made a
says
lot.
it'll bottom out at 80.
I admire your
I
optimism.
don't know. Yeah,
Really?
that's where it bottomed out
It's
before.
been below 90 already, and what do they go again? Their announcement is we're going to have Ironheart, Captain African America, the Secret Wars,
Thunderbolts.
Yeah, and by the way,
shit.
wait till they have to start reporting on their revenue from the parks, which is their actual bell cow that they depend
Yes,
on.
and also the deal for Hulu is not finished yet, and it's likely to cost them potentially an extra 50% or 100% over what they originally said they were going to be paying.
Yep.
So, it's gonna hurt. Gonna hurt.
Common people wrench. This channel has more catch phrases than Roy Walker. One for the Brits. Say what you see, common people.
Yeah.
Okay, so anything to add, or we just whatever?
Move along.
Yep.
Okay.
Disney's collapse continues.
Hello, nurse.
I saw this Star Wars Starfighter miniature sells for 1.55 million. Princess Leia bikini goes for 175k at auction. Did you buy that? Ian?
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm still sniffing it. Yeah.
Zia will bottle it for you.
Cocaine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just so this was a Y-wing. This was one of the Y-wings.
Oh, was it Y-wing?
It was flown.
Okay.
It was the one. It was one of the hero models that was used in filming by ILM. It was the one flown by Gold Leader.
Oh,
was it?
Wow.
Was it kit
Is he
bashed,
still
was it?
standing by?
Yeah. Was the actual model kit bashed? Was it the authentic model that they used?
Yeah, it's a hero
this
model.
was a
That means
filming
it was
model.
actually filmed in the movie.
Right.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this was a filming model for the Gold Leader from the original.
Cool.
Film. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Who's got
Princess
the
Leia.
bikini? Who was that idiot who that bloke who dressed up in the?
The Disney shield that
Who was it?
cosplays. I don't know. I just laugh at him whenever he's on Grizzy.
Yeah. Okay. So somebody be very happy with the.
Bikini.
Yes, it
Yes.
apparently came from the ILM chief sculptor Richard Miller's collection. He was selling that. It included the brassiere, bikini plates, hip rings, an armlet, and a bracelet, all included in the sale.
But not the coke nail. That's
The coke nail was
disappointing.
not included. Unfortunately. That was buried with honors along with Carrie.
Yeah.
She got over it though, didn't she?
I don't know about that.
What did she do when she broke a nail? What happened?
Don't know.
You get out the $100 bill and roll it up.
There you go.
Okay. Let's move on then. We'll get into the nitty gritty now, folks.
Uh-oh.
I bet I can guess what's in the bin.
Go on,
Got
then.
anything to do with the games, mate?
Is it the Olympic opening ceremony?
Yeah.
Did anybody watch any of it?
Is it a man painted blue with one of his nuts hanging out?
I actually thought Celine Dion's performance was absolutely amazing. I thought she gave a great performance. I mean, she got paid, was it 2 million for singing that song? Yeah.
Did she
2
sing
million.
Titanic?
No, I don't know what she sang. She sang something, but it was honestly, she gave her all. And on the piano, you could see it's raining. You could see all the drops on the piano and stuff like that. But she just gave her all. I thought she was amazing personally. And it was really tough for her to stand there because she was suffering from, I can't remember what she's suffering from, but she used to be in a wheel. They used to drive around in a wheelchair most of the time, didn't they? So I don't know what she was suffering from, but I thought her performance was really good. It was the only good thing about the opening, as far as I was concerned. Everything else was rubbish.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet that it's the reenactment of The Last Clouder. That's what I'm about.
They hung the Olympic flag upside.
Yep, it's the international sign of distress. They're correct.
Joking.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Oh, they also
Stiff body
introduced.
syndrome.
They also introduced South Korea
Oh yeah,
as North Korea.
No, it's North Korea.
Oh.
Yeah,
they did apologize though for that.
they did apologize. They
Yeah.
apologized.
Well,
for
they've been
it.
a lot of apologising this week, haven't
We'll
they?
be here for the entire Olympics.
I said England won 2 bronze and a silver. I think I can't remember what.
You go, Larry Wrenched. She is excellent, seasoned performer.
Yeah, she was
Uh-huh.
great.
Yep.
I will say, confession, folks. You know the Titanic theme song.
Yeah.
God, I fucking love that. I love
Why
it.
are you gay?
I love it's a great song. It is a fantastic song.
Is that the song that was playing when you met your tutor?
No,
that was the actual
no,
band
no.
of the Titanic was playing.
No.
That was the actual film he's watching when he met the tutor.
Oh no!
Titanic always goes down well in my house.
Mm.
Wah, wah, wah.
So did your tutor.
Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so what we're saying for the bin, folks, so it's hashtag get in the bin. So what do we think?
I think it's the Blue Man personally, but I don't know.
Smurf. Papa
The last
Smurf.
clouder. The last clouder.
Okay, should we do it then, folks?
Mhm.
Should we do it?
Darling.
Yes.
Look at
The
that,
last
folks.
clouder.
Good lord.
But why did they do
Seriously.
it though? I don't understand.
Look at that,
Why
folks.
why did they risk doing it? I mean, they knew they were going to piss off a lot of people. Why did they do it?
These are people in a bubble. The only other
Oh,
people they
yes.
talk to are people who agree with them. This was a great idea right up until it got in front of the public and the pushback, and they were like, "Oh, we have been misinformed. I'm terribly sorry."
There's no way they didn't
Yeah.
know this wasn't going to cause any controversy. They knew.
Oh, they thought they were going to own some chuds, but
Yeah.
what they think is that their opposition is this infinitesimally small group of people, and they found
Yeah.
out, we have been misinformed.
They had numerous calls from various different Catholic bishops around the world.
At least
just
one
just
sponsor
furious.
pulled out.
Yep,
Mm.
Yeah.
I saw
Have,
that.
have they been bashing the bishops?
Mm.
They
And some,
did issue an apology though.
I mean, all week.
They
Mm.
did, yeah.
and some
It was
people tried to claim
pathetic.
online that this was the Feast of Dionysus.
Yeah.
It
bull
was not. It's quite
crap.
clearly the Last
It's
Supper. You
very
Yes.
clearly.
Mm.
The Last Supper made it with fat women and drag queens. Yes. It's
She's a DJ. Something.
fat, sweaty lesbian.
Ugh.
Who
I think I
cares?
saw them play the
Dead
Cow
by
Palace in
30.
'92.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I saw an advert for Dove on TV and it was this big fat woman putting Dove all over her wobbly skin. Ridiculous.
Oh.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Should have
There
been
you go.
Blizzard.
Where
you go,
was this?
Google
Dove
Director. See,
advert.
this is it. This. You go. Hate men. Hate family. Hate Christianity.
Mm.
But above all, deeply messed up individuals who project their inability to be happy on others.
Yep,
Bang! Have that.
Mhm.
That's a mic drop.
yep.
And
Can't
apparently
argue with
this,
it and can't improve it.
This violated Article 50 of their own charter.
Yes.
Indeed.
They knew it was going to happen.
And they hate
They
women
still
too.
did it anyway.
Yeah.
It's-
They did
Yeah,
it
they're-
anyway.
Their apology was utterly pathetic too.
Mm.
how
It's-
so?
They said, well, clearly there was never any intention to show disrespect to any religious group.
Fuck
The
off.
opening ceremonies tried to celebrate community tolerance, and we believe this ambition was achieved.
Uh-huh.
Let me read it for you. Rule
Okay.
50 of the Olympic Charter prohibits demonstrations, propaganda, and other forms of expression in the Olympic venues and other areas. The rule is intended to protect the neutrality of the Olympic Games and sports performance. It states that no political, religious, or racial propaganda is permitted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always thought the Olympics was supposed to be above all of that.
It
until
is.
now,
Yes,
obviously.
it's supposed to be. Yeah, that was the idea. Going all the way back to the beginning of the games, in the earliest days, the idea was that we were going to bring nations together around the world from all kinds of different political ideologies, all kinds of different backgrounds to compete. And it was going to be a way to foster peace between those different nations.
Yeah, that lasted right until 1936.
Well, you know.
Do you know, when I was watching this, the only thing that came to mind when they had the torch was Superman 3. Remember that, when he blew out the torch? It's the only thing that came to mind when I was watching this. I was like,
wait, how can there
dull.
How can there be a leaked Fantastic Four trailer when they haven't started shooting it yet?
I don't know.
What?
It's a teaser with character details.
You've got to be careful as well. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, Z, go on.
Oh, no, it's just got footage on it of the all 4 characters.
You've got to be careful as well, because these people, there's a group out there that makes trailers, and they say it's the trailer for this, and it's not. It's a fan trailer. Yeah. Sometimes you do it well, you don't even notice that it's a fan trailer. So
yeah, I did that myself for Wild Nun Spy, where I inserted myself into the video.
So yes, folks, another attack on Christianity and all that.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was an excellent start to an Olympics that is going to be themed.
I've not watched any of it, and normally I'm well into the Olympics, but no.
It's a good fireworks. I remember that. That's all I remember of it.
Was that rioting?
No.
There was some interesting fire. If you saw the rock band performing.
Yeah. Did you see today they had the bike race, and because it was raining, every time they took the corner they fell off their bikes.
But it was bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the other thing I noticed, is that they said initially that they were going to limit athletes based on their actual physiology to compete. What? But no. Now you're going to have men fighting women in boxing, because that's exactly what you need to have.
Mm-hmm. Really? No, You're joking.
No, I'm not.
What? Women don't stand a chance. They
don't.
I don't know. No. I'd think about going one-on-one with Gina in the...
I'd let her pin me a few times, yeah.
She would snap you like a twig.
Yeah, she probably will.
Please.
She might struggle a bit with me, but that's okay. I'm good for the struggle. Let's go.
What? Wait. So are you serious about this? How could this be part of the Olympics? The Olympics meant to be about being fair, and
is it?
They do that.
I don't know if you've been keeping up on current events, but by the way, the Chinese women's swim team have been inspired by the East German swim team.
Yeah, they were well on it, weren't they?
What happened there?
Oh, they decided that we're not going to. In fact, for the U.S., for Salt Lake City, the next Olympics, we were told not to keep pushing about drug testing for certain swim teams because that would be controversial, even though they're very clearly on some serious doping.
Good.
Okay. So that's this week's In the Bin, everybody.
Somebody should just remind me when they have that boxing match on with a man versus a woman. I'd like to see how that turns out.
There you go. This is one for the Brits. Fatima Whitbread was pretty borderline 35 years ago, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, whatever. They just think they're clever, don't they?
They try to go on, Ian.
How many disciples are in that picture above?
All of them?
No, it'll be 13 and the above.
Mm-hmm. It's
because Judas will be involved.
There's a woman there as well.
Mary Magdalene.
Yes.
Yeah. Always puzzled me, that one.
She was most beloved.
Yeah. Well, she was a prostitute, wasn't she?
And yet most beloved.
Mm-hmm.
Oldest profession. Utter bollocks. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. So that's we'll just say the Olympics opening 7. In fact, to be honest, just the Olympics.
Now, the swimming team, right? It's just women, isn't it? The swimming team, right? There isn't men swimming against women.
Well, I mean, they have more testosterone than I do, given some of the injections they've been taking. But okay.
Christ. Okay. let's move on.
And finally,
Finally, let me say this: the interview. Keanu Reeves gets emotional when reflecting on the Matrix
yeah, I
following
saw
the
it.
film's 25th anniversary. The amount of people I've met who have said to me and been touched, really, by the Matrix in such a positive way. It's the best.
He didn't know how to answer the question. Have you seen the interview?
Mm-mm.
He didn't know how to answer it. So he said that basically he was asking him what's the best memories of the films you've made, and he reeled off all these films, and the last one was The Matrix, and he didn't know what to say about The Matrix, and that's what he came up with in the end. But I got the feeling that maybe he had a hard time on the first Matrix and was trying to think of what was good about doing that movie. I don't know.
I
He
mean,
was
it
pretty
gave
quick.
his career.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
That's
was-
the thing that I can point to is that you know he was kind of a side character and he had done some lesser movies or whatever, but The Matrix is what really makes him.
Yeah. Mhm. But
And
he didn't say that though. He said that he was thinking a long time about it, and then he came up with every time somebody comes up and he says the Matrix changed my life. That's what he remembers it. But
Mhm.
every other film he was talking about what he remembered on set. You know, like Speed, is Sandra Bullock, is this, that, the other. And then when he came to the Matrix, he had a hard time saying something. So I think, and just being cynical here, I think he had a hard time in the Matrix, and that's the best he can come up with.
You go, Internet Desk Wrenched. Why positive? The Matrix is supposed to be a horrific display of what happens when you go too far with technology.
yeah, I think I mean, if you look at Keanu's
film.
involvement with
Great film.
cyberpunk after the Matrix, I mean, this really kind of gave him a genre that he lived in. And to be fair, I mean, in 1999, this movie really did kind of reset a lot of people's expectations of how
it
movies
did.
should be made. And there were a lot of people who looked at it and was like, man, this thing, not so much the sequels, but
No.
that first movie really
Soft
was
spot for number 2, mate.
Yeah, I mean, it really is impressive, both from the cinematography and the
Special
kind of
effects.
concepts that they
Poop.
discuss. It is this movie really did affect a lot of people. I don't know how many times I saw this in the theater when I was in Silicon Valley, and I mean, every time I went, it was still full.
Did you see him? He was on Ellen, and they had him on, and they had Sandra Bullock on. So they had Sandra Bullock on the year before, and they asked Sandra Bullock, so what was the best thing about Speed? What was that? And she said,
You get a right high from it.
She went, I've never said this, but I literally fancied Keanu. And everybody started cheering and stuff like that. And then a year later, they had him on, and she asked the same question, and he said, I fancied Sandra, but I didn't find the courage to tell her that I fancied her. And I'm like, wow. You're in a film together, and you could have, but it didn't happen because you were a coward. So there you go. But
no, Keanu's such a nice guy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
He's had lots of personal tragedy.
Yes, he has.
Yeah.
Travels by subway, doesn't he?
Sister.
New York.
Sister. Okay, so that's Keanu Reeves, everybody. Just a genuine good guy, isn't he?
Yeah, well,
Seems to be.
that's what we're led to believe. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, unlike a lot of people of this era, you haven't had anything come out that's
right.
disturbing.
Mm.
Okay. I think that is it, folks. In fact, I know it's do that. Here you go. Episode 220 Musings, today's date.
Smug mood.
Somehow vegan returned.
Yes, very rich mode. Somehow vegan returned, everybody. Okay. Chat, you are wonderful. Thank you for the interaction, the super chats. And if you could kindly leave a comment and possibly press the thumbs up, that would be most appreciated, especially for the YouTube algorithm. Kind of like stuff like that. So cheers, everybody. We'll see you next time. I will thank the guests from the bottom then. Z3PO, Cheers,
Pleased
buddy.
to have you on again today, Mr. Brown.
Thank you, mate. Emperor Goodwin.
Always a pleasure. I especially
Always a
with
chore.
this, with this panel in particular. It's always hilarious when we
yes.
we discuss the bollocks.
The
We do.
bollocks.
Cheers, Emp. Professor R2.
Yes. Well, thanks for having me. Always great to be here. Great to see everyone
to have you,
here
mate.
in the panel. Great to see everybody out there in the chat. Thanks for coming. And don't forget to leave a comment afterwards.
Yep. And last but by no means least, we've just missed it by 5 minutes now, but I'll do it. Happy birthday to you.
It's not my birthday anymore.
It's
Okay.
not my
Well, I'll
birthday.
tell you what, I'll do this then.
Okay.
Daisy,
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 Dear, oh dear.
give me a round.
Good night, everybody.
Take care, everybody. Cheers, Ian. Okay.
No worries, no
That is it, folks. Boomerang. Here, Downey. Here he is. I'm kind of thinking B-Sup might be back tomorrow. Don't quote me on it. Echo Chamberlain will be around on Tuesday. We're back Wednesday doing something. Don't know what yet. Open bar, obviously Thursday. Friday, you got a night off. Saturday, Master Night is doing his new stream, and we're back next Sunday. So if we don't see you during the week, have a great week, everybody. Take care. Take care.
Bye.
Wayfarer is on after us.